Ooh, got us a new machine. Ooh, and it is a dandy, let me tell you. Good morning, everybody. Ooh, we just picked up a new machine yesterday. Gonna help out around the ranch quite a bit here, and so yeah, it's quite a bit. Not a lot wrong with it, but it needs a bit of love here and there. Let's check out some of the things that it needs. So first off, we need a real good cleaning. There's about 6 inches of dirt and branches and crap down there in the bottom. But, overall, it's fairly clean. It's a little Case 430, a little bit older of a machine, 99 model. Seems to run pretty good. Might needs a starter. The starter lags a little bit. Looks like at one point there was an oopsie on the radiator. Yeah, pretty clean little motor. Nothing too crazy. Bit of debris down there. And yeah, it looks like we got a little fuel leak too. I found a little fuel leak on here. I think just the filter is loose. Not sure how well you guys can see that, but yeah, anyways, the fuel filter's all wet, so maybe it's just a loose filter or who knows what. The lines, they got a little dry rot on them, a little bit of cracking. I think it's been sitting out in the sun for a bit. Might could use a new seat, probably not completely necessary, but man, the pins are in good shape. Don't have hardly any wobble to it. It's only got 1,600 hours on it, so I'm assuming it was fairly lightly used. Yeah, really not too bad, man. Pretty clean little machine. So I think the first thing we'll do is give it a good bath. This guy, I don't know what somebody did here, but I think that's less than ideal, so probably have to order a new line. I'm assuming this at some point was one of these, or maybe this didn't exist. I don't really know, but we'll look into this. We're gonna have to get on the old interweb and see if we can't sort this out. These lines are different. Well, I don't know how it went. I'm not sure how it was originally, but we'll figure it out. So yeah, there you go. That's it in all of its glory. I think let's get it cleaned up first. That way we can look at that fuel leak a little bit closer, and yeah, let's give it a good bath first and see what we got to work with. Then let's sit down, research, order some hydraulic lines, filters, oil, blah blah blah, and get this machine all serviced up so we can put it to work. Well, I don't know anything about these Case machines. I know my Caterpillar over there pretty dang good. My goodness. What was that noise? Well, the wind's really picking up for the day. Got gates swinging around. I think probably the first thing let's tackle is getting the belly pan cleaned out, and maybe the cab space cleaned out pretty good. And I don't know how to lift the thing on this one. I know how to do it on my Caterpillar, but it can't be that complicated. Oh, I see a hinge pin there maybe, and maybe it swings out this way. Yeah, kind of looks that way. Maybe I have no idea. Oh, here's some big old giant bolts back here. Yep, I see how we do this. Okay, probably have to lift this guy up and out of the way first. Well, definitely, because yeah, you have to do that on my machine. So let's get this. We got a safety over here that we can put on. So let's do that first. We'll see where we wind up. All right. Ooh. The starter's a bit crappy on this thing. The battery's brand new. The guy put a brand new battery in it, but I don't think he realized it was actually the starter. So it's a little type of thing. little further. Boy, you know what? I started to build this overhead a little bit shorter, and dang, I am glad I did not, because that works out perfectly. We can say about 2 feet of clearance. We have clearance. Okay, there we go. Now, looks like we got 2 big old bolts back here we gotta undo, so I'll have to go track down a wrench for that. All right, track this down a socket here. There's 2 bolts right behind here, and it looks like the whole cab lifts up. 15/16, in case anybody's wondering. So let's see how tight these are on there. Oh my, they are very tight. And I'm not as strong as I used to be. Okay, we're gonna go get the 3/4 drive. Just kidding, found a breakover bar. I really need to get one of those new electric socket or electric impacts. That'd be pretty handy. Come on, baby. Come on. There. Well, it's moving a little. There we go. Yeah. I think we're broke loose now. All right, let's do this one. And then we'll put the ratchet on there. All right. I guess you guys are just looking at my back. Oops. There we go. Oh yeah. That's some big old bolts. Could probably use a little anti-seize when we go back on with them. Oh yeah. Gosh. Got rusty, guys. Who knows the last time that was off. Oh, this one's pretty free. Oh, much cleaner. Okay, cool. Set all this off to the side here. I'm just gonna assume that this thing lifts up. But gosh, who knows? I don't really know. And I don't know if it's, oh yeah, I see some air shocks in here. Maybe we can just tilt it from up here. Nope, that's not gonna work. Let's get a pry bar and pry on it a little bit, see if it's loose. As soon as we can find a pry bar. All right, now where to pry from? Maybe right here. Oh yeah. Well, it's definitely loose. It's just real heavy. Woo, sheesh. Huh, okay. Very heavy. Man, the one on my cat, as soon as you let it go, it's got those big old air shocks on it, and it just goes. I bet these old air shocks are probably just completely blown out, so probably not gonna have much help there. What's the best way to go about this, I wonder? Well, I don't know if this is just a horrible idea or the way you got to do it, or maybe the air shocks are blown and that's why it's so hard to lift up. I don't know, but I feel like maybe we can stick a ratchet strap on it and kind of ratchet it to the boom, maybe, and boom, whatever you call it thing. Yeah, I don't know. Let's try this though. See just how terrible of an idea it is. Woo-wee. A little sketchy. Let me show you what the problem is. That air shock, or whatever the heck that thing is, looks like an air shock, is so stuck that it was making it really hard to lean this thing over. So let's see if we can just, it's kind of at a tipping point now. So let's see if we can kind of lean it over without killing ourselves, and maybe use one of these straps to get it. I don't know how far it's gonna go over, and it's quite heavy, so we definitely don't want to mess around with it and kind of keep our hands clear. But it's kind of at a balancing point now. Ooh, buddy. Pretty sketchy. Yeah, a little sketchy. Okay. I don't know if that's the strap that stopped it or what. Oh, there's a little locking thing down here. Maybe let's loosen the strap up just a little bit. Oh, that's it. Yep. I see. There's a thing down there that catches it. There's a catch. So, okay. Well, we certainly don't want that blowing over on us. So let's put some safety on here, just in case. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, we're good now. That can't hurt us. So, safety first, right? Something like that. Okay. Success. Ugh. Success. It's a little messy, not too bad. Seen worse. Cool. All right. Oh, that pushes that down. Okay, I see. All right, we're just figuring things out, you know? New machine, new things, a little different, all good. So this little guy right here, yeah, that prevents it from going on over on you. Okay, let's go grab some lunch and we'll get back out here to it. Yeah, it's really not horrible. It needs a lot of cleanup. I need to take the bottom belly pans off, the bottom plates, and clean it up a bit. And then, boy, this fuel filter, we need to wash all that off. Let me show you guys this. Hang on. Everybody hold on. Okay, let's have a better look here. All right. So, boy, that thing is nasty. Probably been leaking fuel for a while. Maybe the O-rings busted in it. I could see it seeping out when it was on and running, and it was seeping out right here. So I'm gonna assume either that guy's not tight or the O-ring is bunched up or broken or bad or something. I don't even know what filter it is. So, but you can see it's a little dirty. Got a bunch of dirt down in there, a bunch of dirt back in there. So we'll maybe we'll just time lapse this whole thing, and I'll stop when I come to some what I feel like are important things. But man, overall, it's pretty clean. Not bad for what we paid for it. So it's really, really not terrible. Looks like we might have a slight bit of leakage there, but gosh, nothing. I mean, it's not even wet. It's just dirt sticking to it, so probably not too bad. And let's try and pull some numbers off that starter while we got it at this point. And the air shocks. This one, man, they're just frozen. So let's get some new ones on there. Yeah, cool. Lunchtime. Man, this thing cleaned up pretty nicely. Have a look at all that. I mean, it is not in horrible shape, and I can't find any leaks anywhere except for that fuel filter housing, and I already did it. The fuel filter was loose. So, yes, pretty easy fix there. I'm gonna get a new one, but yeah, I mean, remember that thing was just coated in dirt, and that filter was barely on there, so that's why that fuel was coming out of there. I hope, I'm pretty sure. But man, this thing cleaned up really nicely. So yeah. Well, let's catch up here in a couple days. I'll wash the cab up a little bit, but I might get a new seat. Maybe not. We'll see. But definitely gonna get a light bar. We'll get a light bar for right here to go across. That'll help out with nighttime a lot. But yeah, overall, man, pretty pleased. I'm excited. It's gonna be a great little machine. So we'll catch up here in a couple days.